What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to install all of this back on the 250X. All right, so we got the carrier part of the swing arm cleaned up. I just wanted to kind of get rid of any little bit of surface rust that was going on in there, any little burrs, anything that's going to slow us down in trying to slide this in. This does have a Zerk fitting on it. We're going to grease up, and then we're going to slide her in. So you just want to fill it up. It's going to make the whole inside nice and tight. Keep this thing all greased up. You'll feel it in that little, the spacer in the middle there. You'll feel that. You'll feel the grease packing it. So I'm just going to kind of overpack it. It'll squirt its way where it needs to be. So now we have the Zerk fitting filled. So you can see that lip right there? That's the spacer in the middle there. I just pushed it up. So all that grease went in between this housing and that center spacer, and I could feel that it's filled in there. I'm trying to move it around with my fingers. It feels good. So I can move it around, feel the grease squeezing around. I think we'll add just a little bit more. Never hurts. Okie dokie. See how that feels. Oh yeah, now we're nicely packed. No doubt about it. Now, I like to put some anti-seize on the outside of this. Instead of grease, I feel grease kind of attracts too much dirt, too much debris sticks to grease, and then it just, I don't know, it just creates this like sandpaper effect. But anti-seize, I feel, doesn't really attract dirt like that. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit less, I'll say. But I just want something in there so this doesn't get stuck. Put a little bit on here. You may be opposed to this, but that's okay. You got your bike, I got my bike. But I like to, I really like it when things come apart easy. Just gonna do a little bit around the carrier. And then we're gonna slide this through the swing arm sprocket side. Sprocket side, you know, because you have the chain. To tighten the chain, you gotta put a screwdriver in there and you can turn it. A little bit more. I'm gonna quit playing with this stuff. So you can see it has an oblong shape to it. Oblong, oblong, oval, whatever. It's got that funny shape to it. That helps, so when you turn it, it tightens your chain or loosens your chain. So we're just gonna slide it in. It take a little bit of work, but it's really not that difficult. You shouldn't have to really beat it in. So just kind of work it. Just kind of work it so then it'll find its way. Let me get this anti-seize off the floor. Clean it up. So as you can see right here, so this would be the chain fully tightened, as tight as it'll go. Okay, because most of the space is on this side, here's vice versa. Most of the space is on the back side, so that's going to push your axle forward. These are the holes you would turn. I like to put it about that very first hole right at the top, 12 o'clock. This way the chain is basically as loose as it can be, and then I can go from there. Get it right where I need, and then I got plenty of room, plenty of stretch to adjust. Now we'll put on the caliper mount. I'm gonna put a little bit of anti-seize on the little tab. Help hold that in place. A little bit on that. Turn it where it's flat. So then there's a little bit of a space right here. Right here on this edge. That's where our C-clip is gonna go. A little tough to do with one hand. But you'll see right there by my finger, right here, there's a little bit of a groove. Right there. And that's where the C-clip's gonna go. Sometimes you have to be a little creative. All right, I get the tool. I'm just going to tap that with a hammer. Make sure it's in place. Looks perfect. So now the carrier is in. I'm going to install our pinch bolts and our little drain plug. These are the pinch bolts that hold basically the carrier in place once we get the chain tightened. Honda did a real nice job with these. I like this style. They're just simple and it just works. And when it's simple and it works, yeah, dude, come on. Let's go. There we go. Now the entire thing's ready to go in. That's it, man. Exciting. All right, so I've been trying to replace this broken sprocket. It's missing a tooth. The teeth are starting to, turn into a wave. They're getting sharp. This is trash. The little kit came with this. This sprocket's a 13. This was a 12. This was reduced for a little more torque. So we're just going back to stock. So it's a little bigger, but I had to do a little bit of Dremel work on the inside of here just to kind of clean it up so it slides on the shaft easier. I also had to rethread the holes. And one other little difference is this has a little bit of a space on it. So what I did after cleaning this up, rethreading this, This is ready to slide on. I still want to anti-seize that up. We were also missing one of these. So what I ended up doing, I machined this little spacer by hand with a Dremel. Nothing crazy. That's going to make up for that space needed for this to slide on. And then I took Allen head, made them to the length I needed. We'll put red Loctite on them and they'll screw right in, and that sprocket will be just fine. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up right here. We got everything installed. We have brakes. We got our chain done. I did the rivet style instead of the quick link. I just trust this more. Quick links are nice, I kind of feel, to get off the trail. Everything moves nice. We have no movement forward or backwards, up or down, nowhere. That's just the whole bike moving. So everything is perfect, super tight. A couple things I didn't put on that I do have to get new, I kind of forgot about, is this chain guide, case saver. I mean, these are chintzy, but they do the trick. They fit underneath the stock cover. Gonna get a new one of these. I'm also gonna get a new skid plate. This one's just beat the shit, and when I try and put it on, it's a little too close to the sprocket, a little too close to the rotor that I like, and I don't feel like beating on it to straighten it out. Gonna replace those. I do have tires, so I'm not gonna put them on yet. I'll save that for the next video. I really appreciate you watching, and yeah, thanks for hanging with me on this journey. I'll see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe.